Hi, welcome to Looking Forward to iSearch, Madison's 11th grade English classes presentation for the fall of 2017. Prepare for the Kahoot that will come at the end by paying close attention to this presentation. And yes, there will be prizes. For your learning targets, we're going to become familiar with the iSearch project components, both the iSearch paper and the iSearch presentation. You're preparing for spring of 2018, which sounds far off, but it'll be here before you know it. And of course, ultimately, we're preparing for college and for life. For the iSearch project, here are some definitions. An iSearch paper is a personal research paper about a topic that is important to the writer. An iSearch paper is usually less formal than a traditional research paper. It tells the story of the writer's personal search for information as well as what the writer learned about the topic. The iSearch project is the paper plus the presentation to your peers. You'll have the opportunity to choose a topic relevant to your life, like a hobby or something you're truly passionate about. You will first write what you know from your own experience using first person. For example, I want to know more about whatever the subject is, and research various credible sources to learn more deeply about your chosen topic. Then you will share what you learned with the rest of your Madison Junior English students. You'll be exposed to many things in class and probably outside of class throughout the school year that will support your iSearch presentation. Your classroom teachers will refer to these on an ongoing basis. All right, so the iSearch project is two parts, the iSearch paper and the iSearch presentation, which we'll go into more depth now. First, the iSearch paper. Here are the main components of the iSearch paper: the essential question, abstract, what I know, what I learned, the conclusion, in-text citations, and an annotated bibliography. So for the essential question, this is a question that is not answerable with finality in a single essay or brief sentence, and that's the point of the essential question. The aim is to stimulate thought, to provoke inquiry, and to spark more thoughtful questions, not just pat answers. Essential questions are provocative and generative. The abstract component of the iSearch paper. For the abstract, the majority of abstracts are informative. While they do not critique or evaluate a work, they do more than just describe it. In a good informative abstract, the researcher presents and explains all of the main arguments, the important results, and the evidence in the paper. An informative abstract includes the information that can be found in a descriptive abstract, the purpose, methods, and scope, but it also includes the results and conclusions of the research. The length varies according to discipline, but an informative abstract is usually no more than 300 words in length. The next component of the iSearch paper, the what I know part, is where you ask yourself these questions. Why have I chosen this topic? What do I already know about this topic? What do I wonder about? What questions do I have? What do I want to discover in order to answer my major question? The what I learned component of the iSearch paper. In the what I learned component, you will focus on what you have learned as a result of completing your product. What findings or conclusions have you come to? And be careful to connect what you've learned to the question or questions that you posed at the first section of your paper. You might use compare and contrast, pro-con, cause-effect, or sequencing as formats to demonstrate your analysis. After doing the product, I discovered that, whatever it was, or I was correct in thinking that, ... or I was confused or mistaken about. Be thorough. The conclusion component of the iSearch paper, or what this means to me. In the conclusion, you're going to reflect on everything you learned over the course of the project. You'll reflect on how you have developed during the process. You should personalize your new learning and explain how it impacts your thinking on the topic. Draw conclusions from what you've discovered and explain what else you would like to know. In the internal, in-text, or parenthetical citations, usually we call them in-text citations here at Madison, but you might hear them referred to as internal or parenthetical citations. You're going to give credit to an author, creator, or speaker by citing their words or ideas within your paper. This internal citation is then referenced at the end of your paper in the works cited list. For the iSearch project, the works cited will be an annotated bibliography. So let's talk about that now, the annotated bibliography. So it'll contain complete and accurate MLA 8 citations plus SARS for each source. So let's talk about that acronym, SAR. The S is for summarize. What is the source's main argument? What is its purpose? What topics are covered? For the A, assess. What authority does the source have? What biases, if any, does the source have? Is the information reliable? How does the information compare to other sources in your bibliography? The R is for reflect. How does this source fit into your research? How does it help you shape your argument? And how has this source changed how you think about your topic? So those were the main components of the iSearch paper, and I'll go through them one more time. The essential question, the abstract, what I know, what I learned, the conclusion, in-text citations, and an annotated bibliography. Okay, the other part of your iSearch project is going to be a presentation. So the main components of the iSearch presentation will be shared. The presentation is going to happen at the iSearch Thesis Showcase in May. And here are the components: the search story, your search results, and your search reflections. So this is what you'll be sharing with your peers. The search story. You're going to engage readers' attention and interest and explain why learning more about this topic was personally important to you. Explain what you already knew about the topic even before you started researching. You're going to let readers, or in this case your audience, know what you wanted to learn and why, and state your main question and the sub-questions that support it. You'll discuss things that went well and things that were challenging. You're going to share the big picture of your most significant findings. Search results is the next component of the iSearch presentation. In your search results, you'll describe your results and give support for those results and properly cite all of the information from your sources. And then there's search reflections. For search reflections, you'll discuss what you learned from your research experience. How might your experience and what you learned affect your choices or opportunities in the future? So now, after the video ends, we'll have time for some questions, and then we'll move on to the Kahoot. Thanks for listening.